folks as it just started to get dark after your combat with the Chaos Abominations. And, presently, you guys just arrived. It's of similar design to the Coach and Horses Inn. It's fairly crowded, as there are 3 coaches staying overnight here. But it's mostly a quiet night. Everybody kind of keeps to themselves. The guard and the driver go to drinking. The Jana, Marie, and Lady Isolde, leave your coach and book seats on a Four Seasons coach, which departs for the capital in the morning. Otherwise, it's kind of a quiet night. There's nothing really here. You guys could pay for a room if you want. Same prices as the previous inn.
Yeah, sure. I forgot how much does it cost for a room and a meal?
Room and a meal? I think it was 30 copper.
Okay.
For the meal package that you got, the soup and potatoes, or the fine meal, or whatever it was.
Soup and potatoes. That's nice.
Yeah. And then all is well. The next morning, you're left with Philippe and the dude who's reading his book, and you all get into your coach as the hungover guard and driver get back on and make your way to Altdorf. The rest of the journey is uneventful, or, well, no abominations, but you do see a unit of cavalry going past you at some point. But then you make it to Altdorf. As you go, and it's getting dark, you can see the Imperial Palace rising above the River Reich and dominating the city. Just after it gets dark, your coach pulls into the Königplatz, or the King's Square, which overlooks the river. A number of agents from various ends converge on you. Just as you step off, you're all greeted by cries of "Angelino's, best inn in town!" and "Stay at the Cat and Fiddle, the finest foods and the best beds!" Their cries are accompanied by them trying to take your luggage and trying to lead you to different ends.
I gotta just don't touch my things. I can trust you.
People might think you are a thief if you just touch people's stuff. Please, keep your distance.
Oh, but us at the Cat and Fiddle aren't thieves, but those ones at the Black Mare, oh man, don't let them touch your stuff.
Weird question.
I hear they all got lice.
What inn has the least amount of advertisement?
Oh, that's a tough one. There's
a handful here at least.
There's a handful right here at least.
Okay.
You got a small crowd of agents just crowding around you and a couple other coaches trying to.
Whoever has the least amount of advertisement is probably the best one.
No, it's like, what time of day is it? Maybe if we could get the job before we get an inn, they are going to accommodate us. Or we could get an inn right now.
Yeah, you guys are going to.
Let's go straight to the job.
Yeah, it's early evening. Like it's dark, but it's not too late in the night. And yeah, I believe the handout said that you'd have to be going to Prince von Tassenik's manor in Altdorf to get it. Yes. Do you wish to speak to somebody to try and find out what's going on or where he may be located? Or do you want to try guiding yourself through Altdorf yourself?
Yeah, I think like Finn is gonna be saying, "Oh, he's gonna look around and I'm gonna look around and gonna see if there is like any like not you can see that person is local. I don't know, like either probably someone, I don't know. It might be a beggar, a child beggar, like that. That would be the one.
Okay, well you see a couple of beggars here and there, a couple of commoners going back and forth. Of course, the agents plying their trade, and also a few guards around the square. But also, in the midst of the confusion, as you're in this group of people trying to get you to stay at their inn, you see two men approaching you from the distance. They appear to be normal Altdorfers, but they act in a strange manner. While one watches a crowd, the other scratches his left ear with the little finger of his right hand. As he does so, he looks straight at Finn. And this is repeated a few more times.
Oh no.
Hogwich will do likewise. Okay.
Each more pronounced and exaggerated than previously.
Do I notice it, like, or not?
Yeah, you all can see this. They look like normal Altdorfers, but they kind of stand out. But then,
yeah.
Just as they look to each other and look a little bit perturbed, they look to their left, breathe a sigh of relief, and then leave and walk in that direction.
Did they notice that Hogwich did the scratch and return?
He did, but they looked in confusion.
I see.
Would it be possible for me to discern what they looked at before becoming relieved?
Yes. Let me find it. They do. There is a thing. Yes. So yeah, the cultists' expressions suddenly change to ones of relief, and they hurry over to where a stocky man stands near a doorway to a house. And then they follow him through the door, which is quickly shut behind them.
You just accidentally said that they were cultists.
What? Oh, well, whatever.
Well, to be fair, if someone's making an odd hand gesture to us multiple times, then they're probably up to no good. If it's no insult to you, Hogwich is going to use his fancy new silent move, Urban, to creep closer to the house and try and listen at the window.
Yeah, of course. Try that. Definitely roll a move silently check, because
Alright.
these could be cultists of Sigmar, or the other dude who I completely forget the name of.
You mean Ulrich?
Could be Ulrich, yeah.
Whatever makes it happy. Let's see. Characters with this skill may move through urban environments almost silently. Listen test made against them is made at a minus 10% chance. So I'll just roll regularly and give them the 10% penalty. Heading on to bot commands, rolling against his dexterity. Creep. 45 versus 46. He just made it.
Okay, and I roll with the 10% penalty. They got an 11.
Oh.
They heard me. Shit.
They heard you. Well, as you approach, sneaking silently on your big halfling feet, you, just as you make it to the door to listen, you hear a door in the next room shut and possibly locked.
Alright. I'll turn to the others and mouth to them. I think they heard me.
Yeah, well, there were definitely weird people that were looking at me for a long time, and one was scratching his ear. I wonder why.
Describe more of this building. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Mhm.
Why would them noticing you be even a thing? Why would that matter?
Because of my giant halfling feet. That's why.
No. I mean, like, why would you not want them to notice you?
Well, they made weird hand gestures.
Oh,
to
okay.
to our friend here, and then they got really weird about it and tried to walk away, and then slammed the
Okay.
door on my face when they noticed I was sneaking on them. So I'm thinking they're up to no good.
Okay. Do you remember the hand gestures? Maybe we can.
I do remember smallest finger of your right hand scratching your left ear. Now, can you tell me a bit more about this building, Mr. Killer GM?
Yeah, there's not much to it. It looks like a standard kind of upkept building. Oh wait, can you read? I forget.
Hogwich cannot read, but someone else in the party can. I'm thinking about climbing up the side of the building from the alley and sneaking on in.
Okay, I'll give that to you. So it's a bakery.
Okay.
It's dang it, I had this written down. Anyways, it's like the king's bread.
Okay.
And just as you're about to try and climb up, you see
Through the alley.
a tall, burly fellow with a huge beard, looking straight at Hogswitch. He says,
Hogwich will knock on the window and be like, "Yes, hello."
"No, he's coming from opposite of the house. He was in the courtyard and he sees you and he says, Hogswat, what a surprise! It's me, Yosef.
Oh, hello, Yusuf. How are you?
It's been such a long time. What brings you to Altdorf?
Well, you see, my friend over there is a nobleman, and so we're gonna go and claim his inheritance, but some guy scratched his ear at us, so I was thinking of doing a little investigation. How about you?
Don't worry about ear scratching. It was probably the flies or the mosquitoes. It's been
And
hot here in Altdorf.
I'll show him the exact hand gesture to indicate. You know anything about this?
No, it just looks like you're scratching your ear.
I'll suit
But where are
yourself.
you going?
Well, actually, I'm not sure. Mr. Nobleman, where are we going?
You have to find me an inn. Fast. I need to put my things somewhere. Yes.
Well, you guys can come stay in my boat. I was just about to make a trip to Bogenhofen in the morning, but since you're all friends of Hogswat here, you're all welcome to stay the night.
You just got
And
my
I'll
name
even
wrong
take you
twice.
to my favorite place. Oh, Hogswat, calm down. It's fine. You know you got that. You earned that nickname on the road.
My wife said that one time as a joke, and you took it too seriously.
Oh, where it comes from doesn't matter, alright? Come on, Hogswat, let's go. I gotta show you my favorite place here. The Boatman Inn.
Right?
I think boat sounds nice. I always, I like water. Yeah, bring me to the boat, my servant.
Alright. Yeah, and here's a bit of a better description for Yosef. He's tall and well-muscled. He has a large, bristly beard that grows right down over his huge belly. And, he seems like he has a jolly temperament. And as Hogswitch knows, he likes good company.
What's his
so
name
he's
again?
Ross in real life.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I am not tall, actually.
I didn't mean that in a bad way, I assure ya.
What's his name again?
Well, it's spelled Joseph, Fortune. It's, the J is probably silent, or even the T.
All right.
But it's Josef for his first name. Yeah, and he as he takes you to his place, he says that he's been out of the road wardens for a while, and that he now owns a boat. It's the Baravelli, a river boat that he makes trips to and from Bogenhofen and Altdorf. And he met his wife here too. But he has some crew, Walmart and Gelda, and their baby daughter Elsa aboard. They worked for him for 2 years, and they get along very well. They all seem like a happy little family. But yeah, and then soon.
That's very nice of you. Did that boat? You probably saved for that boat for a long time.
20 years.
Yeah. You poor folks.
Down the right.
You poor folks have it bad. Yeah. I mean, I could just buy the two of these boats like that, or yeah, easy.
Go up and down, but the Gruber family likes their tolls. But let's not worry about that tonight. Let's go to the inn. A bottle or two each.
What is
We'll
the
have
inn
a good
called again?
time.
The boat, the sailor?
The boatman inn.
Boatman Inn. Hogwich is gonna make mental note of that and say, "Alright, I'll make sure to see you guys in the next little while."
Well, where are you going, Hogsplot? You're all going. It's a time for celebration.
True, but a pair of creepers just scratched their ear at me and I want to investigate.
I mean,
Oh, don't worry about it. City folk are strange. That's why we stay next to the docks more often than not.
Alright, I'll go with you guys for now.
Harble
They're
says.
probably.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, Herbal?
Do you think it was some kind of spell?
That's what I'm trying to get to the bottom to, but no matter. We'll go and drink and forget our woes. But Hogwich
Yeah.
will still make mental note of this building, the King's Bakery. Menacing.
You didn't, but you didn't say that out loud, right?
Say what out loud?
Mental note?
Well, obviously he doesn't know what a mental note is. He's a 15th century halfling.
No, it's just like, okay, I would like you to take physical notes.
All I'm trying to say is that he takes one more gander at the building and just remembers the mental image of where it is.
But by the way, we actually want to go to Bogenhagen. How's it Bogenhagen? How do you pronounce it properly?
Bogenhofen.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
And that's good.
Bungtown? Is that what you mean?
No. I'm reading it Bogenhofen.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm channeling Danish, but no, probably not that.
It's most likely not how I'm pronouncing it.
Actually, let me take a look. Oh.
It has 2 dots over the O.
Hoon?
Bogenhafen.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
I'm hungry.
Well, of course you're hungry. We're both halflings.
Yeah, you're.
No, I take exception to that. Well, no, you're right.
I'm hungry too as well. I would like to drink some of that fancy wine. Hopefully, you have the fancy wine there in that place.
Well, once we've survived this clearly incredibly deadly mission, we can have all the fancy wine we want. Wait, that's actually a very good argument for drinking it now. You're right.
Yeah, even Hogwich has conceded. He's gonna go and drink with you guys.
Yeah, well, and he's gonna. So I'm gonna turn to Gundigar and gonna say, "Well, I'm just trying to play the nobleman. I think, the nobleman drink fancy wine, so we're gonna go there and drink fancy wine."
Look, you drink what you like. Fancy doesn't make it better. Just you drink whatever you enjoy. You be you tonight, because tomorrow you might not be anything.
That's a bit dork.
Look, this is a harsh circumstance we find ourselves in, I think.
Yeah,
Look, let's enjoy ourselves, okay?
Yes. Also, while you guys decide what to do next, I'm gonna use the washroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna go with the Yosef. I think like everybody. Somebody wants to eat. Somebody wants to drink fancy wine. Yeah.
Everybody wants a bite to eat, something to drink, and a nice bed to curl up in. And you all do. Joseph leads the adventure you all down to the river. And there are all manner of vessels tied up along the riverside. From high-masted sailboats to smaller barges and houseboats. The Boatman Inn is just one of many establishments along the embankment. It appears to be a cheerful place. A little tatty, but inviting.
Is this a cheerful place that has witnesses?
Seems like a cheerful place. Inside the inn are a number of river folk. These are mostly boatmen, but you can tell that there's a few sailors as well.
Okay, like if I were to, give out, what is it called? Like, give them a round inside the inn. Could I cut all the ropes of the vessels and have them stranded?
If you'd want to, I mean, the atmosphere is cordial.
I mean, like, we're already in Altdorf, it doesn't matter. If the mission is already in Altdorf, but I don't know.
Well, if we go back to the bloodstained note and everything, I'm pretty sure you have to go to Bogenhofen. Yeah. You have to go to basically the lawyer's office in Bogenhofen and prove that he is Castor, which he has a note with witnesses signing it, so.
Yeah, no, I would like to sabotage everything.
Adventures in Altdorf. Yeah, so the atmosphere is cordial and friendly.
Oh no, I'll get everyone a drink inside. It's fine.
Okay.
Why are you doing that?
And the food and drink is...
Because I want us to be the only ones to arrive there to take the contract. I'm sorry.
Oh.
We're not going for the contract now. That's the thing.
What did I miss?
I mean, as I understand, that's what Glenn says, that we are going to get my plate.
Risk your life for 20 gold crowns a day and get a bonus after whatever mission this is. Or take Finn here, who looks exactly like Castor the Noble, to Bogenhofen, just a boat trip away, and go get a mansion, servants, 20,000 gold crowns.
Okay, I must be very, very bad at listening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so we kind of decided that
Okay.
we're
No,
going.
no,
we go,
I'm just enjoying the night. I'm sorry. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
20,000 is a little bit more than 20 gold
I'm
crowns.
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what I thought I was hearing. I'm sorry. I
It's
must be
alright.
an idiot.
It's the forces of chaos at work.
Yeah, Tzinch wanted me to. I don't know something.
Well, Zinch wanted them ear scratchers to do something most like.
Well,
I don't think you're supposed to say that word out loud.
Okay, out of character. You mean corn?
Oh, I thought you said Zinch.
Ooh, yeah, let's build that skull castle.
I'm trolling you guys. Don't worry about it.
anyhow, I'm gonna go like I'm gonna go to the bar and gonna say, do you have a very French wine here? But
You
Actually,
mean Bretonian?
Joseph meets you up there, and he orders as many bottles of wine. No, he orders double the amount of wine per character, so everybody gets 2 bottles of wine each.
Marking
Ooh.
that down. Thank you. What kind of wine are we talking here?
Anything. This place is very well stocked, being an
What would be
Altdorf.
the highest quality wine that they have in possession? I'll take 2 of those.
Okay, you do that, and Joseph happily pays.
Ooh.
He is in a mood for celebration.
Nice.
Joseph, my man, you have become a friend of my family forevermore.
That's very kind
Oh,
of
what
you,
do you
Joseph.
mean, Hogspot? It's fine. It's a night to celebrate. As tomorrow, I make my trip to Bogenhofen and to the fair there. Actually, there's actually yeah. He has a little notice there before we get on to it.
well, we're gonna be going with you if you don't mind, because we need to go to the Buggenhafen as well.
You all need a trip to Bogenhofen?
Yeah, we're going there as well.
Well, all right. I was just in the market for a couple of bodyguards for my goods.
Oh, we
Oh.
got ourselves some bodyguards here,
Wow,
don't we?
how about that? You guys can kind of be bodyguards. I waved to everyone else.
Yes, we could, couldn't we? And Hogwich will give a little muscle flex.
And yeah, they're very, very good bodyguard of mine. They saved my life numerous times. We actually fought some chaos monsters on the way here. I mean, they fought. They fought. Yeah.
Don't worry. It was probably not monsters. It was probably those nobles. They're all mad. They're all inbred and tainted by chaos. So they probably got rowdy and upset if they didn't make their trip to Altdorf.
I don't know. They were weird mutants or something like that. Anyhow, and they beat them all. So they're very good bodyguards. Your friend here is very good one, and that weird guy as well. That Gundikar. Yeah, he's I'm a friend here as well. Well, every one of them are very talented bodyguards.
Gundika is shaking. He's steadying himself on his sword. Yes.
Well, I'm offering pay for 10 silver a day for the four of you, but the others can come along for free. All you'll be guarding is the Reichland wine that I want to sell at the Schaffenfest. And we would be leaving tomorrow morning. So you guys can come stay on the boat if you'd like.
That's actually very fortunate. We're gonna be on a boat. Yes.
Would you guys like to hear the handbill that he has for the festival?
Yeah, sure. Tell us a bit more about that festival.
Yeah. It reads the council and burghers of Bogenhofen announced that the grand opening of the annual Schaffenfest will be held on the town meadow this Mitterfrühl day. The fair will last for 3 days throughout the hours of daylight. By gracious permission of His Excellency Graf Wilhelm von Saponatheme and His Grace Grand Duke Leopold of Middenland, a great joust will be held between the knights and squires of either household. All this, in addition to the usual attractions of our famous livestock market and the Reichland's greatest traveling fair.
I might be able to find some of my rare herbs I'm looking for there.
I might be able to purchase a mask.
And for how long would you be able to retain us?
Until we can get to the festival, and then you guys are more than welcome to make the return trip with me afterwards.
Would that also be under contract?
No, it'll be just because you guys are Hogswat's friend. I've known this little man for 10 years, so a friend of his is a friend of mine, and he won't have to pay the 5 gold crown toll to move down the Reich.
5 gold crown toll, you say?
Yes, we.
Yeah, the Grubers have put toll booths at Bogenhofen, Weisbruck, and here in Altdorf just to use the river.
Well, we're gonna have to find some way to avoid that toll, won't we?
I can just pay it. I got more than enough money.
He has lots of money, right? So he's gonna pay it for us. That's what he's trying to say. But what my friend, that weird friend there, is trying to say is that will you be paying him money for bodyguarding? That's what he's trying to ask when we're gonna be back.
He'll pay you for guarding his goods downriver, but he won't pay you if you want to come back to Altdorf with them after the festival is over. It would just be a free trip up and back if you'd like.
Yeah, because he's probably not gonna have any goods to protect, so he doesn't need it so much. He hoping to sell everything there. Right. Anyhow, I say it's very fortunate that we're gonna be going with you to out to the place. Yeah. There is very serious business there for me, you know, and it's very nice that you're gonna pay the toll and everything, and you can pay my bodyguards, I don't mind.
Yeah, of course.
It would be a pleasure to travel with you.
Wait, it'll be wonderful to travel with an old friend again.
Oh, let's try the fancy wine. I'm really interested in it.
Wait.
And I'm gonna take a bottle and just, you know, don't pour it in anywhere. Just have a swig. Well, open it and have a swig. And gonna be try to find out if it's good wine or not. Like, you know.
It's good wine to you as you drink it.
And Hogwich, what can he tell from his more refined palate from cook and herbal lore?
You think it's not bad wine? It's alright, but it's not the fanciest. But probably the best on hand that they have here at the Boatman Inn on the river.
It's not bad, it's not.
Well, everyone is...
It's fancy, yeah, it is fancy, right? Yeah, very good wine, very good.
I would say Fane, aka Caster, would probably think that this is noble wine, while Hogswich knows better.
But he still likes it well enough, yes?
Yeah, it's good wine. It's just not something you'd find in like the Duke wine cellar.
Well, Hogwich won't be complaining. Good wine is good wine, especially with friends.
You know, while you guys are all enjoying yourselves and catching up on old times and everything like that, the door to the inn flies open, and a tall, gaunt character with aquiline features and a deep scar along his left cheek saunters into the room. Everyone in the inn turns to stare at him, and he greets them with a sneer. As he walks across to the bar, the dim lights of the inn shine dully on his black leather clothing. Patrons are seen to flinch visibly as he passes their tables. He demands a bottle of brandy from the landlord and throws a handful of gold coins onto the bar. He then walks over to a table in the corner of the room, whose occupants rapidly vacated. He then sits down and drinks.
That's a big concern, don't you think?
Yeah. Well, everything else. After a few minutes, the crowd goes back to talking after the room of silence.
Yeah, if we all notice it, like, so, Finn is gonna say to Joseph, well, why are they jumping around that fellow so much? Like, is he some kind of important here or something?
His name is Max. He's a heartless and brutal thug. You don't go trying to trade blows with him unless you're seeking an early grave.
And I'm gonna just keep drinking and just look at him a little bit and then keep drinking.
Okay. Let's see here. Next up. A short while after Max's arrival, two young nobles and their four gorilla-like bodyguards enter the inn. Say, chaps, what a quaint little establishment, they giggle to each other in high-pitched, aristocratic tones. One of them swaggers over to the bar and says, "Two of your finest beverages, landlord." You can tell that these two are already drunk and are giggling a lot. They're obnoxious and insulting to all in the inn, calling them filthy commoners and smelly oik. Before long, they sit down and start a drinking competition, which involves gulping down pints of ale and throwing it up over anyone in the immediate vicinity. Unfortunately, this just happens to be Gundakar.
Ma'am, I am. Your attention is beyond appropriate.
Let's see. They both think it's great fun. The other one aims a belly full of beer over anybody in convenient range. Let's see. The next one is Hogswitch.
Yeah, Hogwich does not take that very well at all. Bodyguards or not, you do that again, you and I are going to step outside.
Oh. Yeah, Joseph tries to tell you to shush, and he says, "Look, that won't be wise to upset any of the noble family."
And when have you ever known me to be wise, good friend? I took a job as a frickin' road warden.
He smiles and he says, "Look, like it or not, they'll probably leave soon. Just leave them be.
Fine,
You don't
fine.
want their bodyguards on you."
Fine, fine. But let's continue drinking upstairs before they soak the lot of us.
Okay. And he says, "Well,
Yes,
we shouldn't be going
I
upstairs.
do-
We'll go back."
No, I gift her my beautifully colored vest with a very intricate pattern that she just vomited onto it.
Is it she
man.
or he? He.
It's 2 men.
To man.
Oh, it's two men. I'm sorry. Yeah.
If
No.
I'm
Oh no. 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 Oh. Have you
can still
seen
do it.
these intricate designs?
Do you want to? Do you still want to give your vomited on?
Yeah, of course. No.
Trying to
They
make a
just
point.
vomited on me. I want to profit from it.
The one you're trying to offer it to, he says, "Well, joke's on you. I don't want any of that. I got clothes back at home. Why would I want to get anything from one of you country bumpkins? Should wash that swell off you before you enter a civilized city."
Well, because you could be more marketable if you were to embrace, the little people.
Joseph comes over, he says, "Just leave him alone. Let's go back to the boat."
Okay, I'll walk away. It's fine.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. Leaving the inn, he leads you to his barge. But along the way, do any of you have the sixth sense skill?
Cook, herbalore, acute hearing, very strong, ambidextrous, horse riding, silent move, urban. So regrettably, not the moment. Oh wait, I do have acute hearing.
Sorry. What do we need to do?
I'm asking if anybody. Yeah.
No.
Alright. Well. Okay. Hogswitch, you can make an acute hearing check. I'll let that go.
Alright, dice commands, 1d100. Just gonna double check. Just double check so I'm not cheating and, rolling something that I shouldn't. Acute hearing. Alright, they may make listen tests with a +10 modifier and may also add 2 yards to the normal distance over which sound can be heard. I'm gonna assume this is against initiative.
Yeah, why not?
Alright. I remember most of this being tied to initiative, but we'll see. Alright, so I've got to beat 66. I rolled under, so I got it.
Nice. Yeah. You notice it first, and then eventually the others do too. But you can clearly hear the sound of footsteps behind you.
He'll lean into the other halfling. Don't mean to frighten ya, but there's someone trailing us.
Oh no.
Tell the others. As he very carefully, peeks over his shoulder to see who's following.
You can see just down the way the 2 men from the square.
And that's why I wanted to follow them earlier. It's the 2 men from the square. Get armed.
Okay, I'll tell them. I go up to everybody else. Gundakar, Finn, I think the people are back, and I think they might want to hurt us.
Oh,
Oh, God. How long until we are out of their jurisdiction?
Out of your sight?
Oh, I think
What?
he's asking if these are the nobles, and how can we avoid punishment, or are these the guys who scratched their ear at us earlier?
Yeah, no,
These
I
are the
want to be
guys.
in neutral grounds. I want to be on the street when fighting them. I don't want to fight them in their own establishment, whoever they are. If they are.
No,
I don't know.
yeah, you guys are out on the street going through like
Oh,
this
okay.
crowded like
Where is the
road.
nearest alley? We're gonna set an ambush.
yeah. Can we just, I say, how about we ambush them? Just let's hurry up and try to hide somewhere, and when they're going through and looking for us, we gonna jump them.
All right.
Yeah,
That's what I just
there's
said.
an alleyway just 10. Well, he's the noble, so it sounds better coming from him.
Ah, I see. Yeah, actually, that
Yeah.
does make sense. If the halfling is bossing around a noble, people are going to be raising some questions. Pardon me.
Yeah, there is an alleyway about 4 yards further down, and Yosef just nods towards it, hearing that you guys want to set an ambush.
Yeah, we're gonna try to like scurry it up, and try to hide there. Hopefully, they're not gonna notice us.
No, yeah.
We're gonna very deliberately turn into an alleyway while making sure that they don't know that we know that they're trailing us.
Yeah.
Yes. You all turn into an alleyway, but Hogswitch, you see that the 2 men are being followed by another man. This one, kind of stocky.
The stalking fellow is trailing the people who are trailing us. Everyone get ready.
Should we trail the person that's trailing the people that are trailing us?
Yes, we'll do that, as he gets his bow ready.
Alright. You guys all lie in wait, hidden behind various broken crates, some barrels, other piles of debris here and there. Just as the 2 men stop at the alleyway's entrance looking around, trying to find you, a crossbow bolt slams into the back of one. And as the other turns, another bolt thuds into his throat. Both shot dead.
Hogwich will aim action on the guy who just fired the crossbow bolt.
Ah, you didn't see the crossbow bolt, or where it came from.
Wait.
You just said there was a guy behind them, right?
You did. You saw him as you were entering the alley. It was the last look you did before turning in, obscuring your view of anybody else.
Maybe.
But but you could run out of the alleyway and see if you can catch the man.
Would I be able to poke my head out?
Yeah. Poke your head out, and you see a man reloading his crossbow as he starts to run away.
I aim and fire bow.
You aim. Let's see. Do you hit? Because he is at a distance.
Apply whatever penalties. I'll roll ballistic skill.
I would say 20.
Okay.
This man is fast.
So I've got a 1 in 5 chance of hitting him. Might as well take it. Here it is. I actually did make it, yes.
Oh man. You hit him. And what's your damage?
1d6 plus effective strength 3 would be... Oh, it would hit O2 as well. For the headspace, I think. Very nice.
Oh.
Hope he has a helmet.
He does have a helmet.
Okay, 5 damage to the dome.
Ooh.
Maybe
see.
maybe he's an ally. Well, I mean, like, just probably is.
Maybe. He does have a helmet on. Let me see. Ooh.
Minus helmet, minus toughness, minus shield.
Wouldn't a shield just be...
No,
He has
shield
no
covers
shield, so he
everything
takes
for no
1 point of
reason.
damage.
Okay.
Shield is weird. I don't like shield.
But shield is friend.
Every shield is a tower shield.
Well, I'd...
But go ahead.
Does he have his shield up?
No, he has no shield.
Alright, in that case, it'd just be toughness and helmet then.
Yeah, he takes 1 point of damage.
Alright.
You fire your bow, and you hit him and graze the side of his head with it, making him stop for a moment.
Alright.
But then he takes off even faster.
Everyone give chase!
Let's see.
Why am I doing this? I give chase.
Okay, yeah, you give chase. And as you try to catch up to him, you go through back alleys, across streets, over fences. But soon you lose sight of him, and he disappears into the night. And you return back to the scene of the crime.
Yeah, if there is no guards or anything like coming, like if nobody notice, I think Finn is gonna. I mean, do we really needed to shot that guy? I mean, those guys were weird and they were looking at me very strangely, and as you said, they were like scratching the ear, and they were really weird. So, wouldn't it be our ally that just got rid of them? Let's see what they have on them. Maybe they're a bad man, and he just help us.
Yes. We also don't want to be associated with people who killed someone we would like to be killed, so...
Okay.
You know.
So you all search the bodies?
Yeah.
Okay, how thoroughly do you search the bodies?
We pull them in the alley and take as long as needed to find everything.
Okay. You search the bodies, which reveals 2 daggers, 10 gold crowns, and 18 pennies.
Alright, 6 of us here, so that we'll divvy up 2 or 3 copper pennies each, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Hogwich will take 1 coin and then divvy out the other 2 to the rest.
Okay. They have no identification on them, other than a small tattoo on the right breast, depicting a purple hand.
I just wonder what does it mean, that thing. And probably Dunkrat should maybe know something about it, no? Like, would he? I mean...
He might, being a well-read fellow, but I do not have his stat sheet at the moment, so I do not know.
Well, he's probably have like 40 or 30 like in the thing. Can we just try to roll against 30, for example, and see if he knows something?
Why not? Let's see.
I can roll for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. I like to roll with my dice, so I'm gonna roll my dice. And no, he doesn't know it.
He does not know a thing.
Right. Well, they have a very strange tattoo. This probably means something. Is it good or bad? Oh, hell knows.
I'll need... Now, if it's no insult to you guys, I was called to move something in the living room, maybe back in 5 minutes.
Okay, no worries.
Just continue, I'll be right back. If you need Hogwish to do something, just do so, and if he dies, he dies.
And if it dies, it
He
dies.
trips over a rock and dies.
Preferably with his boots on.
That would be a
Boots and
plus.
Hobbit?
Yeah, maybe they're like little... I don't know. Maybe leather coverings, who knows? Let's see. Yeah, so you guys all make it back to the boat. And Yosef shows you to where the bunks are. And he says, you'll all be preparing to leave in the morning. But to enjoy yourselves while you can. Because the boat trip is 4 days. Or longer, depending on traffic.
That was mighty ominous. Those people following us and being killed. I wonder what's going on.
I totally agree with that. Might as well. Hey, my bodyguard, somebody should stay and watch. I mean, you take turns during the night, just in case. I gotta go sleep.
Pardon me,
So the noble...
still.
Okay. I can keep watch. It is fine.
I leaned to Gundakar and I'm like, I think this is starting to get to Finn's head.
Mm.
Maybe? I don't know.
He's a good, I don't know, a good plant. It's fine. It's very good.
And yeah, you guys all, well, okay, the noble gets a full night's sleep. Everybody else gets some sleep after taking turns on the watch. In the morning, you hear tons of gossip as Joseph begins to, as he preps his boat to leave with his crew. Let's see. After they say that the two young nobles that were at the inn apparently continued their journey, upsetting more people till a vicious fight broke out. Their bodyguards fled, and one of the nobles was killed.
Good riddance.
But they know that the watch is looking for people that look or are described to look like you guys.
Uh-oh.
We should leave.
Oi. And without further delay...
And you all leave on the boat to the first stop, Weisbrook. Or Weisbrook. Let's see. Yeah, so he tells you that the trip to Bogenhofen involves traveling along the Weisbrook Canal and then the River Bogen to the town. He then steers the barge towards the great lock at the entrance of the canal. And he pays the 5 gold crowns for the toll. And then he floats up and into the canal itself. The canal itself is 25 feet wide and has frequent berthing places along its entire length. So, see, during the first morning out of Altdorf, you see a group of road wardens following you along the tow path from Altdorf. They keep pace with the boat, but they don't really Some of them give looks in your direction, while others are just looking straight ahead towards the next lockhouse.
That's a bit suspicious, isn't it?
Yep.
See,
Dude, I wonder why those fellows are following us.
Probably because we know too much.
Really? We do?
It's great. I don't know anything.
That or their cheese that I scraped the side of their face with an arrow last night.
We did murder someone, so that does, you know.
Oh God, I want to push you off the boat. God, no. We are not suspicious. We haven't done anything suspicious, so we shouldn't act suspicious. Nothing suspicious is ever happening on this boat. For fuck's sake.
You're right. You're right. We shouldn't. We're definitely not. We shouldn't act suspicious. Meanwhile, he's like standing on the boat, really acting suspicious inside of the road wardens. Inside of the boat.
Gunika is looking at him, like head tilted to the left, like, what the fuck are you doing? Yes, very good. Practice that. Better.
Let's see.
Oh,
the patrol.
I haven't heard of this fuck. Is this one of the old gods? Is this a? This must be a big people thing. A fuck? What's a fuck, Finn? Can you tell?
Regrettably, that is a deity that my wife did worship once or twice.
Oh God.
Wait. Oh no. Oh wait, that was your wife?
Regrettably, you opened a gate here that you're gonna regret.
Oh no.
My friend, it's usually, you know, when you see a very beautiful lady or that you fancy so much, you know, you pray for that god.
God, oh no. I'm so sorry for invoking minor fuck gods.
I'm sure it's quite alright.
I will do atonement in the, I don't know, below decks. Fuck off.
Nothing makes me happier than seeing the bodyguard blush.
Oh, yes, I'm blushing hard. I'm going downstairs. I'm pretending to atone.
Maybe he fancies you. You never know, you know. He's weird one.
Yeah, the patrol gets closer to the river, and the leader actually shouts across. Seems like in a good mood. Is this, hello there?
Hello.
Do you know anything about a young noble and 2 artisans?
I'm a noble, actually, to be fair.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to we're going to the Bogenhaven for business on our way, and here's my bodyguards. So yeah, and this fellow Joseph is very nice. He's taking to Bogenhaven us. Yeah, we have very important business.
Well, that's great. That's great.
But
coming from Altdorf, we thought you guys might know anything about the murders that happened last night in the city.
Where did it happen?
Last night, down by the river. It was a noble and 2 artisans.
I don't know. What place? It depends where, to be fair. You know, I'm a noble, so I don't go like any bars that are any places that are, you know, or that's not for nobles.
We can't say much, but it was down by the river. We suspect that it's bandits. We heard that there was bandits in the area. And so we were checking out all the lock houses to make sure they weren't cooped up there.
I don't know. We just boarded the boat early in the morning, so we were staying in a inn.
Which inn might that be? The leader leans in on his horse as they trot alongside the water, staring intently at Fan.
Can I overhear this conversation, perchance?
Oh, yeah. They're yelling back and forth across the water. So everybody can hear this. No, you hear it plain as day.
Okay, no. So I peacock myself up. I wear the most fanciful, weirdest outfit I could find, and I just strut onto the deck and young master, it is time for your fencing lesson.
Right. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I need to be prepared. You know, the road is dangerous.
There's no excuse for a nobleman to forgo his education. Education is everything. Young master will now fence.
The eunuch's right. We should go and fence.
Yes, no, I agree. There is no time to tally. I sometimes forget. You know, it's a dangerous world.
Ready your rapier, young master.
I can take out my sword.
Hogwich will offer a fancy longsword he swiped some time back. Not quite a rapier, but it'll do.
This will be good enough. En garde.
Meanwhile, Harble is acting like super suspicious and like just trying to lean and like, you know, like the whole time. Painfully suspicious.
The road wardens seem a little suspicious. This is one of your everyday barges, and they don't really see nobles on board that often. And plus, with the halfling nearby acting nervous, they take a closer look, but then they say they'll see you all in Weisbrook. And they trot ahead and go to the lockhouse.
Well, that's rather menacing.
Don't know. I don't know if pretending to have fencing lessons is the right idea, but thankfully, the rest of the trip goes without incident. And the voyage along the canal takes almost 3 days. It's night when the barge ties up near to one of the lockside ends. And you can all relax. It's a quiet place. Nothing happens here. But in the day, the next morning you all set out. And finally, after one more day of travel, you get to Weisbrook. Or at least the entrance on the river, which is via the lock and toll house. But since Joseph already paid for everybody, the lock keepers are just wave you all through. There you see a number of barges tied alongside the wharf, and shipping can be seen on the River Bogan. Numerous inns look out onto the river and canal. And it is early evening by the time you guys arrive.
This is in Weisbrook?
Yep, Weisbrook.
Okay.
A small, quaint little town of Oh, it's just lore bits, but it has 272 inhabitants and growing.
So this is just. So is it our final destination or just a stop, like for a while?
No, this is just a stop for a day or
Oh.
two as Joseph gets more supplies.
Mhm.
Because you had to travel on the Weisbrook Canal, go through the tall houses, and then go onto the River Bogen, which goes to Bogenhofen.
All right. Well, so what do you think, guys? Should we just go have a stroll, or maybe just look around or something, or maybe find an inn?
Don't see why not.
I would like to get off the boat, yes.
Okay. As you tie up your as Joseph ties up the barge with his crew, and you all step off, you notice a shadowy, travel-stained character standing in the doorway of the Black Gold, a nearby inn, staring right ahead of you. You recognize this character as the stocky man in the King's Square. And you see a crossbow slung across his back. And it is rather obvious that he is watching you.
Is his scratch healing along nicely?
Yeah, you can see a fresh scar across his cheek. Probably from where you shot him with the arrow.
You guys notice what I'm noticing here?
What do we notice again?
Well,
Nice.
the guy that shot the two guys with a tattoo that were following us, he's over there, and I can tell from that arrow scratch he's got on his cheek.
Right. Well, maybe we should go and ask him why he's watching us.
Now, I have a very similar idea, but it's more less asking and more, surround him in an alley and beat the tor out of him.
Why are you? I mean, hey, listen to me. You are my bodyguards right now. We shouldn't be so violent, yeah? Let's just go and speak with the man. If he seems very bad, we'll beat him then. Until then, we should just speak with him.
I still think that we should surround him, so I'm gonna go around the building and cut him off. Well, you guys
preemptive intimidation, followed by being very nice.
Precisely. He's a bodyguard, so he knows this stuff.
Yeah, actually, I agree, and I'm gonna follow Hogwich and prepare my knuckle dusters just in case.
Okay. As soon as you all, even if Hogwich and you leave as everybody's still planning, you see this guy obviously is watching all of you, and he enters the inn. As soon as you turn in his direction.
I'm gonna follow him.
Likewise.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tag along.
Okay. You all enter the inn. You look around, and he's nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
I'm really starting to get annoyed with that feller.
Yeah, what's wrong with him? I mean, if he's watching us, and then he just run away. That's very rude, I would say.
This is a small town, but maybe they have 2 inns. I really wouldn't want to be attacked at night.
Well, would you like a little bit of info on Weisbrook?
Reason, thank you.
Yeah.
So
no,
it is
I'll have an ale and a bit of information at the bar.
Okay, so yeah, you talk to people. You know that this is a small village, but it is growing. It is owned and ruled by the Gruber family. It began with just a simple village, but with an opening of the nearby mines and the construction of the canal, it has expanded rapidly. It is now a bustling stopping point on the route to or from Bogenhofen. Warehouses line the canal and riverbank, storing coal and iron ore from the nearby mines, wool and wine from Bogenhofen, and all manner of goods from Altdorf.
Nice.
So it's growing. It's a small village, or well, medium village now, but it's getting there.
I'm gonna go get like some fancy wine.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, can I have a best of your wine? Something very fancy if you have some.
Yes. It should be fancy enough to be a good muscle relaxant, but not fancy enough to make me drunk.
Precisely. And I'll take one of those as well.
That's 10 silver coins for the three of you.
Alright, I've got 5 silver. I can put that up.
I'll take one. Yeah.
Because I'm a noble. I'm gonna pay for you all like 10 silver.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's so generous, Monsieur.
You're working for me, so you're nice people, so I buy you a drink. I will owe the money, aren't I?
Indeed.
Oh no, 120 brass pennies. Wow.
Oh wow, that's a lot. And with that, yeah, you all sit down and drink at the Black Gold.
Yeah, I drink very slowly because I don't feel secure.
Much like the other 2 bottles, I'm pocketing them for later, if I need a bribe.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you don't see this character anywhere in the inn. It's a busy place, but you'd recognize him. It is evident that he must have slipped through the back door.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Let's see. Maybe some of the people here might know where he is, or at least recognize who you're talking about.
In that case, Hogwich will spend some silver to buy some people some drinks, and out of conversation just ask about the guy with the crossbow if he slipped through here. And I'll be spending, let's see here, buck commands, 1d5, 2 of his silver.
Okay, yeah, you buy some ale for some of the local miners sitting at a table, and they say, yeah, we know who you're talking about.
Do you know?
He came into town days ago. I think he was staying at the Happy Man.
Happy man. You've made me a happy man knowing that. Thank you very much, and please enjoy your ale.
Hope you catch your friend.
We hope so too. I'll go back to the others and let them know, according to them, he's been staying in the Happy Man for a while, so he best head on over there soon.
Let's go talk with him. I'm just wondering why is he following us. That's just he's where it's weird. Maybe he's an ally. You never know. Maybe those people with those two tried to harm us, and he killed them.
I wonder. I think I have an idea. Let me see here real quick. Does anybody have any experience with merchants or guilds?
No.
I don't know if this would bring too much attention, but if there is a guild hall, we could ask to try to learn the guilds and groups in the city that might bear an image of a hand. Not come out and say it. Not say purple.
No. You do seem to have a good idea as to how to proceed. I don't think anyone would be more would be better suited than you are.
Oh, to ask, and then Harble looks around.
To ask, yes, because
You want me to ask?
Yeah, no, it's like I have not been in contact with guilds. I've had contracts for guilds via in-betweens, but I've never dealt with guilds myself.
Actually, I apologize. I, in fact, am a member of the Herbalism Guild, and I speak Gilder.
Oh. Well, wouldn't that make it more easy for you to, have a an inquiry?
Yeah, I look around or ask around for where the local herbalist guild is to ask this veiled question.
Yes, and once you are in contact with the herbalist guild, you might ask about other guilds and other things, and this is natural.
Okay. Yeah, you ask around, and there is an herbalist guild, not here, but in Bogenhof.
Okay.
And none of the guilds have taken interest in Weisbrook yet, for reasons unknown.
Anyway, let's go and try to find that fellow. I want to ask him why is he following us.
Oh yeah, certainly don't want to lose the trail.
Okay, we all proceed to the Happy Man.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
All right, you all make it to the Happy Man. As you approach, you see him again standing in the doorway. As soon as you get close enough, he enters the inn again.
Oh my god. How about we do it like that? How about somebody go on the back of the inn and just try to catch him there if he's gonna slip out?
Righto. And Hogwash is gonna charge on over to the back of the inn.
Okay.
I just look at you with my mouth open, really confused. What?
And Hogwich does that, and you see him slip out the back and run as quickly as he can.
He's this way, guys! As he chases after him.
Wait, he has seen him already?
Yep. I mean, he went like, so what we did is, I thought that maybe somebody go like on the back of the inn, like so.
Yeah. No, I get it. I guess just my character doesn't get it.
All right.
My character is standing at the front door, just to make sure.
All right. Yeah, we hear it and we're gonna follow him.
All right. Yeah, and you guys give chase.
Yeah.
You see the scarred man. Hogwich being the closest, he's about 12 meters ahead of you. But you can see that he is of medium height and stocky build. And you can tell he has a wide scar around his neck. It looks like from a noose.
Alright. We're chasing him through the alleys, right?
Yeah, you're chasing him through the alleys. Let's see here. Oh man, you guys are chasing him through the back alleys of Weisbrook, going over fences through yards and past debris and refuse and fences here and there, and soon you lose sight of him. He has lost you amongst the alleys of Weisbrook.
Dexterity or something.
Yeah, we'd really appreciate a dexterity roll or a ranged attack or something. Ah well. Just an idea, I'll probably be sleeping on the roof of the inn tonight.
All right. Okay. That's for now. I think it's 11:30. We can stop here for right now, or we can get this last tiny portion over with. It's up to you all.